Unit 5. Listening. You will hear a radio report about the Aspinall Foundation. For questions 1 to 6, choose the best answer A, B, or C.
Perhaps you have heard of John Aspinall, a man who had a dream to help wild animals return to the wild. Now his son, Damien, who grew up among his father's collection of wild animals, has managed to make that dream come true. Damien Aspinall is now chairman of the Aspinall Foundation, which runs 2 wildlife parks in the UK. His latest conservation project involved taking a family of gorillas back to their natural habitat in the Gabon, Africa. The gorillas, most of which were born in Aspinall's Wildlife Park in Kent, England, were a close family with a large male gorilla called Jala as the leader of the group. Jala had been rescued from the wild as a baby when he lost his mother. He was taken to the wildlife park in England where he grew up. He joined a group of 3 other gorillas that had also been born in the wild, and soon the family started getting bigger as the female gorillas had several babies. Today, Jala is the father of more than a dozen gorillas. In 2013, he and 10 other members of his family were finally taken back to the wild. The journey home was a long and complicated one. In 24 hours, the group of gorillas were taken by lorry, 2 aeroplanes, a helicopter and a boat all the way from Kent in England to a remote part of Africa. Their final destination was the Batik Plateau National Park in the Gabon. Even before their arrival, the Aspinall Foundation had been working with the government to protect wildlife from poachers, who sometimes hunt gorillas illegally. They were still in danger from other gorillas in the area, which could have fought the new arrivals, but probably the biggest problem they faced was the risk of disease. Their first experience of a wild habitat was on a 10-acre island, so that they could adapt to the climate and the natural habitat. Soon after they arrived, they started climbing trees and looking for food. At first, the team from the Aspinall Foundation were feeding them too, but they soon started to prefer the food which they found growing on the island. In this small area, the team were also able to check on their health and their progress. When the team felt that the gorillas were ready, it was time to give them access to the rest of the Batik National Park on the other side of the river. Everyone who worked on this project watched the gorillas' progress with great excitement. They were pleased that these animals they knew so well had taken to their new home. Those people who had taken care of the gorillas said that they would miss them, but they were also proud to have been part of such a successful conservation project.